Next property of air is scattering of light. Scattering of light. Scattering of light. See, light, the main source of light is the sun. For us, the main source, natural source of light is sun. The light that is coming from the sun, it gets scattered. Scattered means it spreads, and that is why we can see things uh, even which are far away from us, around us. So this scattering of light takes place because of an important property of air, that is air can scatter light. We will understand this, why air can scatter light. See, air is a mixture of different gases. Along with gases, some fine particles are also present in the air. Which fine particles? Dust. Molecules of gases, obviously there are there. Some dust, some smoke, some water vapor or moisture. All these are present and they are in fine small particles. So when the rays of the sun or when the rays of light from any source, sun or tube light, bulb, any light source, when the light rays pass through the air, they fall on these small particles of smoke, dust, water, and they dash against these particles, and so the light particles get scattered or gets spread into different directions. This is called scattering of light, which is very important for us to see things around us. The next important property of air is temperature regulation. See, air is surrounding our planet from all the sides. Okay, so whatever temperature we feel on the air, it is regulated. Whatever temperature we feel around us in our environment, it is controlled or regulated by the help of air. Air does it. So we'll see how it happens. See, air, our earth or our atmosphere, it gets energy from the sun, and that energy is in the form of light and heat, right? We feel hot because of the sun, so that means the sun is giving us heat plus it is giving us light. So we receive energy from the sun, and this energy is reflected by the earth in the form of heat. Reflected means some amount of energy is absorbed by the earth's atmosphere and some goes back reflected in the form of heat, means entire amount of energy from the sun or entire amount of heat is not absorbed by the earth, otherwise it would be really difficult for us to survive. Then the air, the parts of the air, what the air made up of means gaseous particles, water vapor, these all are constituents of air surrounding us. For examples, here they have said water vapor, carbon dioxide, they also absorb some part of this heat which is coming from the sun and give it to the other constituents of air. Okay, that means little bit absorption is there of the heat. Entire heat is not allowed to fall on us, to fall on plants. It is absorbed. So because of this, what happens? The earth's surface remains warm and thereby it becomes suitable for living organisms to survive on the earth. In short, in simple words, what happens? See, we have our earth, planet earth, it is surrounded by air, atmosphere. This atmosphere and constituents of air, they will absorb some amount of heat, and so because of this, continuously the air's atmosphere surrounding will remain warm. Okay, so this is a suitable environment, suitable temperature for us to survive, for living organisms to live. If our atmosphere will not be warm, then it will be too much of cold on the air, on the earth. The air will be very very cold and it would be difficult for living organisms to survive. Okay, so if there was no air on the earth, if suppose there was no air, no atmosphere, the total or the average temperature of the earth would have been very low. That means it would have been very cold.